Hello everyone. So I just woke up. I think it's like 7 a.m. This is where I woke up. I pulled in at night, so I didn't know what it looked like. I'm at a state park in Iowa. I didn't sleep very well. They gave me this little Nissan Rogue for my rental, and it's really small. And I just have it crammed, packed full of my stuff that I brought with me. And I had to sleep in the driver's seat. I didn't have any room anywhere else. I was gonna sleep over there, but it was so late that I didn't want to have to drag everything out from the floorboard. I brought my CDs, which is a good thing because driving across the country, it's hard to find radio stations. So I piled myself in here with my pillows. It was very uncomfortable. I don't like this. I don't like it at all. I don't sleep very well anyways because I have some chronic health things with my back and everything. And I'm always tossing and turning. Even when I'm at home. And it was really hard to be able to turn over. I first started out, I had my feet over there, and I was okay, but then when I woke up and I needed to turn over, I couldn't, because, you know, all the stuff's in the way, and the steering wheel. Oh my God. Yeah, I don't know if I like sleeping in the driver's seat, but I didn't really have a choice. I got off to a late start yesterday. I didn't leave Indiana till like 3 o'clock. I meant to leave at noon or before, so I was way behind trying to get everything packed and everything. The windshield is so dirty. It's very buggy in the Midwest. You probably can't tell, but there's a lake down there. I hear the woodpeckers. Actually, that's what woke me up. Well, the sun woke me up. I didn't have any window coverings. I have no window coverings at all. I did buy some of those screens that fit over the door, but when I got here, there were not a lot of bugs. It cooled down. I think it was like 65 when I got here. So I didn't really need the screens. There's not too many people here. There's somebody over there. And then I had to walk by the camp host. I think that one's the camp host. Right there, those are the bathrooms. They're actually really clean. I was super impressed. I had to go to the bathroom last night when I got here, and it was super clean. I'm pretty much alone. Oh my gosh, there's a deer. There's a deer over there. Hi. Oh, that doesn't surprise me. This is Red Haw State Park. It's a huge lake. But it was very late, so I didn't do much besides getting my refrigerator and grabbed my chicken salad, and I made a sandwich, and I ate that and tried to settle down. I tossed and turned most of the night. I did not get very good sleep just because this is a very small vehicle. Very small. Very, very small. And I was stuck in this little... I mean, I'm used to sleeping in small spaces. I sleep on a little, a Chase lounge, but this is even smaller. And I couldn't toss and turn like I normally do. This is one of those new cars where all you have to do is step on the brake and push the start button, and it starts it. And there's this light that kept flashing because my key is in close proximity, and so I had to set this roll of paper towel up there so that it wouldn't bother me. But yeah, all you have to do is put the brake on and push that button. And I accidentally hit the brake when I was sleeping last night. So that was fun. It lit up, and it's so dark. I couldn't even hardly find my way here. It is pitch black here at night. And I actually had to stop at I passed it on my, I meant to turn, I was supposed to turn left into here. And it was so dark I couldn't see it. And so I came upon a gas station on the right. And I turned into there and asked how far down it was. And there was some local lady. She was so nice. She was like, "Do you want to follow me? I can show you the way." I'm like, "Yes, please." So she led the way, and I followed her down here, and she literally brought me all the way into the campground for me because I couldn't see anything. It was just so dark. It was very, very peaceful. It was just so quiet when I got here. Nobody was up. Well, there were people up, but they were all tucked away in their RVs and everything. So I walked down to the thing. There's right past the bathrooms is the place where you have to put your money. It was $11 for this site for a non-electric. So yeah, the locals are nice. It's a beautiful place. I haven't seen too much of it yet, but I'm sure it's a lot better than you can tell through this buggy windshield. Alright. Maybe once I'm out of here, I'll show you the rig and show you how packed full I have it. What a night. Okay, so here's the back of the SUV. Got my refrigerator. It's plugged into my Jackery. It went down to 83% last night. It started at 100% because I was able to keep the Jackery charging the whole time I was driving. But when I parked, I unplugged it so that it wouldn't drain the car battery. And so it had to run the refrigerator without any input last night, and that's what it took it down to. Got my camp chair here, solar panel. This is all my dishes and my stove. I've got my camp stove back there. My cast iron skillet, griddles in there. This bin is like car stuff, and there's a heater, and my screens are in there, the window screens that I got that I never used. Got another camping chair back there. My tennis shoes. This I have to pull over. This is really bright at night. It's very bright. because I had to cover it last night like that, but that's not where it traveled when I was driving. This is one of those big polypropylene rugs, solar panel. Uh-oh, my water's boiling. Wow, that didn't take long at all. I'm not gonna be able to use that for a while, that's hot. Got my Apex going. I think I'm gonna plug the Apex in while I'm driving today. Got my reverse osmosis water. I drew this from home. I have to get my coffee and stuff out. God, I can hardly talk. I haven't had any coffee yet. But I had the Apex down here on the floor, and my computer, it was down there, and that's some first aid stuff, and my supplements. I brought all my pillows, and I needed them all, because it's not very comfortable. I need to open the door, something might fall out. So I brought my wine, of course. I brought my boots because it might be snowing in Idaho for all I know. But all of this was in a different area. That's my Dokyo 300 panel. I don't know if I'll get a chance to use that. I don't even know if I should have brought that. These are my clothes. This is my food. Oh my God. I can't get it any fuller. I literally cannot get it any fuller. I brought some oatmeal, my regular cereal. I probably won't even drink most of this wine, but I brought it anyways. Coffee. This is what I've been drinking for years and years, so it's no big deal for me to drink instant coffee. I'm used to it. That's my salt water for brushing my teeth. I brush my teeth with salt water. I'm looking for my sugar. That's coconut oil. Sugar. Oh, there it is. It's my cane sugar. I'm actually hungry. I'm gonna have to eat soon. Brought some tortilla shells. Got canned soup in here. Crackers for a snack. Most of my food's in the refrigerator. I've got more water down here. I did have one glass of wine last night, which helped me wind down after that very long, stressful trip. So I've got regular water from the tap, and I've got another thing of reverse osmosis water. God, everything is just shoved in here. That's my camping table. I can't hardly get to anything. Brought my safe. That's where my money is that I pay in cash for my rig. It's so small. The Suburban's like twice as big. Here's the refrigerator on. I've got it vented on both sides. There's air getting to all sides of it. I didn't block any of the entrances. That's it. Got everything shoved in here. Brought my bucket. This is what I'll use to wash my hair and everything and wash up. Got my USB shower pump thing. There's my shower shoes. My USB powered shower pump. And I just need 2 buckets to do my hair. I don't know if I mentioned it when I first woke up, but the woodpeckers actually woke me up. Besides the sun, there's the woodpeckers. They were in this tree right here. So that was fun. Alright, I'm gonna go make some coffee. So, I'm sitting here rolling my cigarettes for the day. And I thought I would let you listen to the sounds that I woke up to. That train went all night. Almost every half an hour, a train came by. That was real fun. I roll my own American Spirit Organic. And I just have to roll enough for the whole day while I'm traveling, so that I don't have to stop and do this. You can hear there's blue jays and woodpeckers. I saw robins. I've seen a deer. I've seen squirrels, of course. Squirrels are everywhere. Got my coffee. I made it in my normal mug, which is a Fiesta ware, by the way. I love this thing. But then I poured it into my travel mug because it was sitting here and getting cold. I don't know what the temperature is, but it's pretty cold. Not cold, but for me it's cold. It was 65 degrees when I got here last night. I think I got here at 9 o'clock. I didn't leave till 3 o'clock Eastern time. I left Indiana at 3 o'clock, and I was going to leave at, noon or before. I wanted to get here before dark, and I just had so much to do, and I didn't have the car packed. I mean, I woke up early enough, but there was just too much to do. So I got off to a late start. I wanted to drive 8 to 9 hours to go further into Iowa, but I only ended up making it to the first state park that I had written down, which is Red Haw, and it's Red Haw Lake, which is right there in front of me. So I'm gonna try to get an early start today. Of course, it'll be a lot easier since the car's already packed. All I have to do is put everything back in that I've taken out. I've got my solar panel out, but I'm surrounded by trees. Like, literally surrounded by trees. I have no sun exposure here. So I'm gonna have to let the Jackery charge up while I'm driving again. Excuse me. People probably think I have the Rona. I know, I'm just a smoker, thanks. It's okay. Oh, and the bathroom I pointed out to you this morning from inside the car, those were flush toilets. And they had sinks in there, and it was really super clean. I was so impressed. But I don't know if you can look earlier in the video, the little tiny building right next to it, it's closer to where I'm parked, and that was a vault toilet. And that's where I walked to this morning because it was a little bit closer. And it, other than a bunch of dead flies being on the floor, it was clean. It didn't stink. It had a pit toilet, and it had one of those urinals for men. There was no sink or anything, but that's okay. I have my hand sanitizer with me. But surprisingly, there was no smell. It was clean. I'm really impressed with this state park. I like it a lot. So my next stop will be in Nebraska. And I actually wasn't planning on having to pay to camp here in Iowa, but it was so late that I couldn't get to my boondocking destination. So I just had to come to the first state park that I could find. And I had already written down a bunch of different options for camping. So I knew kind of what I wanted to do, but I actually wanted to travel past this place. I wanted to get 450 miles in every day, and I only got 360 miles in last night, or yesterday. And so today, I might have to make up for it by going 500 or 550 miles, I don't know. We'll see how long I can last, I guess. Oh, and these little nuts keep falling. This must be an oak tree or something above me. It's a little acorn that a squirrel's gotten into. Alright. This video's ended up being really long, so I guess I'll cut it short. I was gonna make some oatmeal, but I think I'm just gonna eat my cold cereal. I brought both cold cereal and oatmeal. Quite a bit of traffic. The main road is just right over there. It's US 34. The campground host already came by this morning in his little buggy, checking me out, making sure I was registered and everything. You can tell it's what is it? Today's Tuesday. Yeah, today's Tuesday. I left on Monday. But you can tell it's during the week, and it's after the Labor Day weekend because there's hardly anybody here. It's very, very quiet. You could have heard a pin drop last night when I came in. I felt so weird walking around. I had to walk around with a flashlight because it was just so dark I couldn't see a thing. And I had to walk down the path to find the pay station and everything. So I'm walking around with a flashlight and feeling really conspicuous. Alright, there's the DNR. Gotta go. So that was the DNR lady. Apparently I camped in an electrical site last night, and I didn't realize it. I didn't even see that pole. Like I said, when I came in, it was pitch black. I'm lucky to even have found anything out here. I felt very intrusive. I was the only one. Oh, I have a friend. I was the only one driving around, the only one with their lights on. It really likes me. So, she was apologetic, but she had to get $5 more from me because it's $16 for an electrical site. So, even though I didn't use the electrical, I still had to pay for it. I've got a very, very, very sketchy son. I don't think the Renogy likes to have anything, any part of it shaded. There's my 20-foot extension cable. Yeah, I'm only getting 5 watts. So, I'll get a lot more when I'm driving. This was my car box or whatever, my garage. Got clips. That's an air mattress. It won't fit in here, but I'm hoping that I can get it in the Suburban and lay it in the back of the Suburban. Got all my extra lights, ground tarp. This is an emergency radio. A little electric heater I can run on Apex if I need to. These are my hiking bags. It's got a bunch of stuff that I would need if I ever were in an emergency or anything. I've got fire starting stuff and all sorts of good stuff. And Tristan's book, which of course I read it before I left, but I thought I'd bring it with me anyways. That's my little USB aromatherapy for essential oils. I don't know if I'll use it. I think I overpacked, seriously overpacked. I didn't use that last night. I did not have my windows covered at all. These are the nets, the bug nets that go over the window. I didn't use those. Yeah. Not getting much solar, but my fridge is still going. It's nice and cold in there. Got my other bin out there. Yeah, I was sitting here rolling my cigarettes and she pulled up and we had a nice conversation. She was very nice. She was really fascinated with the nomadic lifestyle. She's like, well, I'm gonna have to look into that. You should, really. She was so impressed with the Jackery and the Apex. She had never seen those things before. This is a little self-inflating pillow that I got. So I'm going to finish my coffee and then I'll probably make some more for the road, and then I will eat, and then I will be on my way to Nebraska. There's that beautiful lake. It's really big. But yeah, the tent sites were way in the front before you even get back and get to the pay station. And like I said, it was so dark, I couldn't tell anything. I could not see anything. So I just came back to where I knew I could see at least a little bit. I could see that there were picnic tables and all that kind of stuff. So that's where I ended up parking, and I went and I paid $11 and put it in the thing, and that wasn't enough. So, but that's no big deal. I actually planned on having to pay, you know, $20 a night no matter where I went, just in case I couldn't find any boondocking or anything. So it's all right. Yeah, she apologized. She's like, yeah, it looks like you have your own electric. You should have plugged into that one. I was like, well, I didn't know it was there. But all right, guys, I'll talk to you again later. Bye.